How to use Replit Agent for beginners.
Today I'm walking you through everything you need to know to make the most of this powerful AI coding assistant that can revolutionize how you learn and write code.
Let's start with the basic. To use Replit Agent, you'll first need a Replit account. Head over to the replit.com and sign up if you haven't already. The process is straightforward. You can register with your email, GitHub, or Google account. The basic account is completely free and gives you access to all the essential features, including the AI agent functionality. Once you're logged in, you'll see your Replit dashboard. This is your coding headquarters where you can access your previous projects and create new ones. To start a new project, look for the Create App button on the left sidebar and click it. You'll be presented with various templates used on different programming languages. If you're just starting out, I recommend beginning with something simple like Python, HTML/CSS, or JavaScript. Select your template, give your project a name, and hit Create REPL to launch your coding environment. Now let's explore the Replit interface. On the left, you have the File Explorer showing all the files in your project. The central area is your code editor where you'll write and edit code. At the bottom, you'll find the console or terminal that displays outputs and allows you to enter commands. The Replit agent is usually accessible via an AI icon or chat bubble in the sidebar. To activate Replit agent, look for the chat or AI icon in the right sidebar and click on it. This will open the Replit chat agent interface where you can start interacting with your AI coding assistant. The beauty of Replit Agent is that it understands natural language, so you can communicate with it just like how you would with a human tutor. Let's try some basic interactions. You can ask programming questions directly in the chat. For example, type, "How do I create a Python function that calculates factorial?" And the agent will provide a clear explanation along with code examples. As you're typing code in the editor, Replit Agent can also suggest completions. Just start writing your code and watch for suggestions appearing. Press Tab or Enter to accept these suggestions and speed up your coding process. One of the most valuable features is error solution. When you encounter errors in your code, simply copy the error message, paste it into the chat, and ask, "Why am I getting this error or how can I fix it?" The agent will analyze the issue and suggest solution, often explaining the underlying concept so you understand not just how to fix it, but why the fix works. Replit Agent is an excellent learning companion. You can ask it to explain programming concepts like explain how loops work in JavaScript or what are Python list comprehensions. You can also request examples of specific techniques such as show me different ways to reverse a string in Python or give me examples of DOM manipulation in JavaScript. This interactive learning approach helps solidify your understanding of coding principles. You can save significant time by having Replit Agent generate code snippets or entire functions. Need a function that checks if a string is a palindrome? Just ask. Want to create a sorting algorithm for an array of objects? The agent can help with that too. You can even request project scaffolding like generate a basic HTML structure for a responsive web page or create a simple Flask API with two endpoints. The debugging assistant in Replit Agent is particularly powerful. Beyond analyzing error messages, you can ask it to review your code and suggest improvements for efficiency or inquire if there's a better way to implement a specific algorithm. This feedback loop is invaluable for developing good coding practices. As your projects grow more complex, you can use Replit Agent to enhance them in various ways. Ask how to add user authentication to your web app or implement dark mode toggle functionality. If your code is running slowly, the agent can suggest optimization strategies or more efficient data structures for your specific tasks. Now let's talk about some other features of Replit Agent. The Run button is the most essential tool. It executes your code instantly. Look at the top center of the screen. You'll see a green Run button. Click it. If you're writing Python, JavaScript, or another language, Replit will automatically handle the execution. Below the code editor, the console will appear displaying the output. If the code runs successfully, great. If there's an error, don't worry. Replit Agent can help debug. The Run button is your gateway to seeing your code in action, and Replit makes this process seamless by identifying your programming language and setting up the appropriate environment automatically. This instant feedback loop is crucial for learning and development, as it allows you to quickly see the results of your code changes without complex setup procedures. The console is where you see outputs and interact with the program. If your code asks for user input like input, enter your name. The console is where you'll type it. Press enter after inputting a value and your program will process it. The console serves as the primary interface between you and your running program, allowing for two-way communication. For data-heavy applications, the console displays structured information in an organized manner, making it easier to understand program behavior. When developing applications that require user interaction, the console simulates how real users would engage with your program, providing a testing ground for user experience design. The console history also maintains a record of previous interactions, which can be invaluable when debugging complex issues or comparing different program behaviors across multiple runs. If you're working on an HTML, CSS, or JavaScript project, you can preview your website. Click on the Web View tab on the right, your web page will load in real time. Make any changes in the code, hit run, and see the updates instantly. The Web View feature transforms Replit from a simple code editor into a comprehensive web development environment. This instant visual feedback is especially valuable for front end development, where small changes can have significant visual impacts. Replit allows real time collaboration just like Google Docs. Click the invite button at the top right. Enter the email or username of the person you want to invite. Then, they'll receive a link and can start coding with you in real time. Collaborative coding is revolutionizing how team works together, and Replit's implementation is particularly user friendly. When collaborating, you'll see other users' cursors and changes highlighted with their names, making it easy to track who's working on what section. This feature is especially powerful for educational settings, allowing instructions to guide students through coding exercises in real time or for remote teams who need to problem solve together despite physical distance. The collaboration extends beyond just editing code. All participants can use the console, see the web view, and interact with all of Replit's features simultaneously, creating a truly shared programming environment. Once your project is complete, you can deploy it so others can access it online. Click the Deployments tab on the left panel. Choose the static site for simple HTML/CSS pages or Replit deployments for full applications. Follow the instructions, then copy the link to share your live app. Deployment is often intimidating for beginners, but Replit simplifies this process remarkably. When you deploy a project, Replit handles all the complicated infrastructure setup that would normally require extensive DevOps knowledge. Your application receives a unique URL that remains accessible even when you're not actively running the Replit environment. For more complex applications, Replit manages server resources, scaling, and availability without requiring you to understand the underlying cloud architecture. This democratizes web application publishing, allowing even complete beginners to share their creations with the world through a professional deployment pipeline that would otherwise require significant expertise. And that's how you use Replit Agent for beginners.